I was hiding from what God had called me to do. I was okay with not being the center of attention. I was okay with not going out with friends or family, making memories, and doing things that I know God wants me to be doing. I was hiding behind anxiety. I was hiding behind control. I was hiding behind what was safe and comfortable and expected for societal norms and things of that nature. I was hiding my voice, my potential, my vision, and I always had in my mind, in my moments of hiding, am I good enough? 3, 2, 1, bang. What's going on, YouTube? It's Nick again. I want to thank you guys for joining me. I've really been having a lot of fun making each and every one of these videos and every short that goes along with it, and I appreciate your support more than you guys ever could know. Today's video is coming out of hiding. The title is I'm Not Hiding Anymore. And for a long time, I was hiding. I was hiding from what God had called me to do. I was okay with not being the center of attention. I was okay with not going out with friends or family, making memories, and doing things that I know God wants me to be doing. And a lot of that hiding was fear. It was fear for an unknown reason. Not physical fear. It was more of a spiritual fear, an emotional fear. I've always felt called to be so much greater than how I've been living my life. And little by little, even in my moments of hiding, I was climbing the ladder. I was moving up the ranks. God was positioning me in better positions, in better areas, but I wasn't diving deep enough. I wasn't fully in. I was a little bit in and a little bit out. In my last video, I spoke about being fully on or fully off. I was closer to being fully off than I was even in the middle. I was hiding behind anxiety. I was hiding behind control. I was hiding behind what was safe and comfortable and expected for societal norms and things of that nature. I was hiding my voice, my potential, my vision. And I always had in my mind, in my moments of hiding, am I good enough? And what triggered this shift from hiding into the spotlight, into I'm not hiding anymore, was truthfully the panic attack that I spoke about in my first video. In that panic attack, I had to let go entirely of the control of everything that I once knew, of everything that I once held so close to me, in order to be able to move on from that and become stronger and more obedient in God's eyes. God called me to move across the country, over 3,000 miles away. And now I'm starting to speak out. I'm starting to record. I'm starting to build something much greater than who Nicholas is. And that started while I was afraid, while I was still in hiding. And I just felt like I could not go back to being silent anymore. So I'm being open online. I'm telling my friends, my family, the people I meet randomly in the day, strangers, my barber, what's going on, who I am, what motivates and drives me, and what I believe God has called me to do, even when it's uncomfortable. I'm creating boldly without fear of judgment. Whether I do or whether I don't, there will be the naysayers, there will be those who want to speak highly of me and those who want to bring me down. Let's be bold. So I am walking in obedience rather than insecurity. If you're still hiding, I get it. I totally understand where you are. I have been there before. I was there for far too long. But you're not called to hide. You're not called to just scroll. You're not called to live a life that doesn't fit your standards that God has placed in your heart and in your mind. You're called to lead and stand out and be who you were meant to be. God never asked you for perfection. He asked you for your obedience. Will you give that to Him? Your voice, your pain, and your suffering. They matter to God, they matter to you, and they matter to someone. So if this resonated with any of you today, hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. This is a journey, and this is a life worth living. Let's wake up every day and show God how inspired, how amazing, and how beautiful He has created this life to be for us. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one.